following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here as we get ready for the big ball game here this evening as the Chireno Owls welcome the Shelbyville Dragons to town here this evening on a big district matchup here tonight. And I don't believe that these two teams have met quite this year. Maybe they did earlier in the year. I know that this is a district game, and I was trying to check that out earlier, but I ended up with a couple little things here, but that's okay. All right, we're going to get ready to go here as the guys is getting ready to see if they can pick up where the girls weren't able to get the victory here tonight. So let's see if the guys can get themselves a victory here this afternoon as we get ready to go on your Wednesday. And I think the Dragons are headed to Woden on Friday, if I remember right. Checking that out there, and I think I'm going to be in center as Madisonville comes to town on Friday night, where I'm going to be. So here we go. Get ready for the guys' game here on the NetSN. Thanks for joining us wherever you are. Make a little bit of an adjustment here. Go one more. There we go. Get that up just a little bit right there. See if that helps out, okay? All right, we're ready to go. Here's Coach Wager and Coach Hooper having a chat, getting their guys all ready to go. As I said, the Shelbyville Dragons' new rankings came out today, and they are sitting there at number 4, 19-3, undefeated in the district. 7-0, I do believe is what it is. And looking to move on here, as it will be John, Geechee Mathis, Tanner Doggett, Dally Murray, and DJ Barnes onto the floor here for the Shelbyville Dragons. For the Owls of Chireno. We knew that Garner, number 4, is in the middle here. He's going to jump Johnson, number 22. Got number 1, that is Sanford. Number 14, that is Higginbotham. And number 2, that is Zahn on the floor here for the Owls of Chireno. So here we go as we're underway here for this one. Move it over to the right side. All the way out. Okay. Nice job trying to get it up underneath there, but it's going to be a turnover to the Dragons. They'll have to start off. Here's Geechee on the inbound. Going to find DJ, and DJ in the Barnes. Into the Dragons. We'll bring it up the floor. Keep it at 5. There we go. All right, so back up the floor now. It's Doggett. Doggett trying to drive. Throws it off here. John, who's been having a great couple of weeks on the court. We're going to continue here. Geechee down the corner. We're going to call a walk on Geechee. Good job there by Garner as Geechee got it. Geechee kind of went up with it. Garner up in the air, but Geechee gets called for the walk. So it's a turnover back to Chireno, and the Owls will bring it across the timeline. Garner working against Geechee. Kicking it back out here to Higginbotham. Higginbotham finding Zahn. Zahn underneath here to Garner. It's one thing that the Owls do have here, even though that I would say that they do have some good experience here, but they do have some good height and some good three-point shooters here for Chireno. So see if they can take advantage of that. Here's a 3 on the way right there. And that is off the mark. Rebound stays with the Owls. They know they'll kick it back out. That's number 1, Sanford. Sanford back over here now to Garner. Garner. But that's one good thing about the Shelbyville Dragons is they have great defense right now playing a man-to-man and not allowing any penetration inside that three-point line so far here for the Owls. Now hanging on to the basketball out on top, looking for some help. That's Sanford. Going to throw it back here to Garner. And up ahead here now to Higginbotham. Higginbotham. Garner in the lane. Garner with the scoop shot. Can't get it to go. Going to get a blocking foul. That's going to be on DJ Barnes. And Barnes going to commit the first foul here for the Dragons. So the one thing that the Dragons definitely do pride themselves on is their defense. And they're doing a good job of it right now so far. We're going to put Garner at the line trying to get the first points of the ball game. Back of the iron, no good. So ready to go once again here. Back in iron, no good. Can't get that one. Go. Dolly Murray comes out there with the rebound. They'll give it here to Barnes and DJ. Bring it across the timeline now here for the Dragons. They look to set it up. Barnes over to the left side. Going to find Geechee. Geechee with the drive high off the glass. Can't get it to go. Murray trying to rack down the rebound. Can't get it to go. Ball's loose. Ends up in the hands here. Tanner Doggins get rolled out here. Barnes. DJ in the lane with the left. Was that a beautiful shot by DJ Barnes or what? Back up the floor now comes Garner. They're going to kick it down here in the corner to Zahn. Zahn, Higginbotham. Back to Garner. Garner going to try to drive from the right side. Sanford for three from the left wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes out long here by Higginbotham. Good job there by the Owls. So back across here's the Owls. Keep possession. Johnson. Out on top, he's got hard task of DJ Barnes on a beautiful pass underneath there to Sanford, but he can't finish. Gets his own rebound and gets it back in and gets the shooter's roll. Nice job there by Sanford to stay with it. As Barnes will get the basketball here, bring it across the line with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Barnes with it now. Under 5 to go here in the first. Officer Benton coming through for Shelbyville Dragons. Barnes from the left to the right side. Pulls up his dribble, looking for some help. Finds Tanner Doggett. Tanner Doggett, long range three, going to launch it. It will not go. Rebound comes out long here, and that is to Johnson. And Johnson will drop it back off here to Sanford. And to Zahn. Zahn, Higginbotham finding Garner out on top. Garner trying to drive. Oh, nice move. A spin move in the lane for Garner. Oh, and it won't roll home. It sat there on the rim for a second. It rolled off. Here, Garner will go back to the line. He's 0 for 2, but that's another foul here on the Dragons. That's their second of the quarter. So Garner, missing his first two at the line, will step back up here. Back in the iron, no good. Second one on the way. Good. Garner breaks the tie. Dragon basketball. 4:20 to go in the first. Barnes across the timeline for the Dragons. Directing traffic. We get a screen there from Murray. Dallas. DJ takes it in there strong. He gets hard hit. And he ends up onto the deck down there, but Barnes is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line. Whew. DJ took it in there amongst the entire defense and took a hard hit there. So back to the line here, try to get the Dragons the lead. Up and good. Somebody over there trying to be a distraction. Well, the student section right off over there for the Owls. Second one on the way for Barnes. That's good. DJ doesn't miss very much at that free throw line. I'm going to tell you that right now. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. And it's a 4-3 lead here for the Dragons. A lot of defense here for the first couple of minutes. Nobody been able to get a bucket here, but now a couple free throws here. And that was stolen away there by Geechee. They try to get into Garner. And Geechee's going to reach in there and make the steal. He'll get it back up ahead here. John for three. John at the spit dragon fire from the left wing for three. And the Dragons take a quick lead here, 7-3 with 3:40 to go. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout onto the floor called by Coach Hooper. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Doggone it. All right, back here in action, folks, as I've lost my stream deck here. Now, get it back together. Okay. Chireno basketball, nice jump shot there. Nice jump shot there by Sanford as he knocks it down. That was a nice shot there by Sanford. Floater into the lane. Takes it, knocks it down. Barnes back up the floor here. Barnes gets the double team at the half-court line. Throws it up ahead here. And the ball gets knocked away by John. Has it taken away there by Sanford. Sanford back across the line here for the Owls. Going back up and trying to get it to Garner. Ball's knocked away. Dally Murray comes out of there with it. Getting it back now to Barnes. And Barnes will slow it down and bring it back up the floor here for the Dragons. 2:49 to go here in the first. Great defense here by the Owls. Got to feel good where they are here right now at this point of the ballgame. Tanner Doggett, 4-3. Bam! Tanner Doggett, 4-3. Boom, boom. 2 threes here by the Dragons. A 5-point lead, 2:29 to go. Kicking it back out here is Zahn. Looking for Sanford. Sanford back to Garner. Garner. Back out now. Going all the way to Higginbotham. Oh, nice job there. Good ball move. Oh, can't finish by Zahn, but that was great ball movement by the Owls. They had a great play. Just didn't go down there by Zahn. Doggett gets it to John. John driving the baseline here. Kick it out to DJ. Left wing for 3. Will not go. Rebound comes out long. Garner steps on the line, trying to save it. Stays with the Dragons. .157 to go here in the first quarter. And Barnes onto the inbound here for the Dragons. DJ looking to get it in. Throws it in long. Going to finally get it in here. Long coming in now. John's going to track it down. In the game is Johnson, number 3 for the Owls. He's on the defense. And John out here at the half-court line. John going to drop it off here to Geechee. Back to DJ. 1:40 to go here into the first quarter. 10-5 lead here for the Dragons. The Dragons very good at taking a lot of time off the clock here. Buck and a half to go. Dally Murray for 3. Going to launch it. It will not go. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Owls. Turning it back over. 1:22 to play. So on the inbound. Bringing up the floor here comes Garner. He'll come across the timeline with 1:15 to play here. Big man number 34, Shaw, in the ballgame. He'll have it here in the lane. Taking it back out here to Garner. Garner dropping it off. Johnson trying to work against Barnes. Now back out to Shaw. Shaw working against Murray here on the left corner. Shaw pulls up a dribble, looking for some help. Back out to Garner, top of the key. Garner for 3. It goes out. Rebound by Barnes. DJ pushing the action up ahead. DJ taking it all the way to the rack and scores. Barnes 6 points in the quarter. And a 12-5. And under 40 seconds to go. Shaw trying to work against Murray. Ball gets taken away there by DJ Barnes. Barnes taking it down in the corner. Finding Geechee partially blocked there onto the 3. Ball gets knocked into the hands here of Garner. He'll throw it up ahead here now to Sanford. Sanford across the line for the Owls. 20 seconds to play here into the quarter. Dropping off here to Garner inside the key. Sanford, Shaw, nice job. Shaw can't get it to go though. Gets his own rebound, puts it right back. Way to stay with it there for Shaw for the Owls. Will Barnes get a shot off? He will. It will not go though. But it will be the Shelbyville Dragons on top 12-7 over the Owls of Chireno here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back for the second quarter. Here's coming up, folks, right here on the Net SN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I kept bumping into that court. I don't know. I'm talking to myself, folks. All right, here we go. Ready for the second quarter. The Dragons lead it by a score 12-7 over the Chireno Owls. Here will be Dragon basketball. Geechee Mathis ready to bring it in here. He's going to find DJ Barnes ready to bring it in here for the Dragons. And here we go for the second quarter underway as Barnes brings it across the line here now. And you'll have Mathis, Murray, and Doggett on the floor here for the first. Shaw, Sanford, Johnson, Garner, and Johnson on the floor here for Coach Hooper to start the second for the Owls. 7:36 to go into the half. And the Dragons taking their time here, trying to get it all set right here. Look for that mismatch anywhere they can find it. To the zone defense here by the Owls. 3-ball by Barnes in the corner. In and out for DJ. 2 for 5 at the three-point line. Rebound here for Johnson and the Owls. They'll give it up here to Garner. Garner trying to get underneath to Shaw. Shaw back to Garner. Garner thought about the three at the top. Johnson trying to work his way in against Barnes. Nice job there by Johnson. He takes it in and gets the bucket. Nice play by Johnson in the lane. Under 7 to go. DJ played good defense. Couldn't do nothing but foul him. Let him take it to the rack. So 12-9 to get under 7 to go. Murray, right wing, 3-ball, left wide open, off the mark here. Will not go, running down the rebound. John. Kicking it back out here now to Barnes. Barnes working against Sanford out here on top of the key. It's a screen there from John. Barnes in the lane with the high floater. Oh, that one had some ice on it when it came down. It was such a high floater up in there. DJ Barnes with a beautiful floater right there in the lane. Back up the floor now comes Garner for the Owls. They'll bring it up, send it into the middle. Shaw over to Sanford. Sanford right side, back to Shaw, trying to back Murray down. That's a walk and a half, but it doesn't go. The rebound comes out by Geechee, and he'll give it to Barnes. Barnes throws it up ahead here to John. John back out to Barnes over to the left side. 6 minutes to play in the half. Quick played first half here by the Dragons and the Owls. Here's a Geechee for 3. That will not go. Rebound right there by Johnson. He'll give it up to Garner for the Owls. Garner across the timeline here. Garner into the lane to the left side. Stop it and pop it. Gets it off the glass. And Garner with the bucket. He's got 3 points here for the Owls. And they make it a 3-point ball game with 5:35 to go as Barnes comes across the timeline here into the second quarter. Murray gets a screen right there, giving it up to Barnes. Barnes out here to Geechee. Geechee down the corner now. Tanner Doggett for 3, going to launch it. It will not go. 2 for 8 at that 3-point line. Stolen away here by the Dragons, and they'll keep possession as Geechee has it out on top. Get down to 5:10 to go in the half. Send it over to Barnes to the left side, down to John. John working against Shaw along the baseline. Puts it up, had to go over Garner. Garner made him alter a shot. It's off the mark. And Garner gets the rebound, and he'll bring it up the floor here for the Owls, trying to tighten the gap. Trying to get that pass. Geechee got a hand in there, knocked it right back into the hands of Garner, and then Garner's going to be fouled on the way in. So that's going to be a foul here on the Dragons. That's the second one of the quarter here by Shelbyville. That will put Garner at the line. He's 1 for 4 at the line so far here for the Owls. And trying to get into this 3-point lead here with a couple of shots here for Garner. Off the mark. Trying to make it a 2-point game here with the back half of this one. And Garner, oh, and it goes in and out for him. Unfortunate roll there for Garner at the line. 4:50 to go. Dolly Murray gets the rebound and give it up here to Geechee. Geechee drops it off here down to Barnes, and DJ brings it across the line. 4:45 to go till halftime. 3-point lead here for the Dragons. Barnes on the right wing. And giving it up here. Geechee, long range 3 from way out there. Geechee Mathis from way downtown. He said, I need my first points of the night. I'm going to make it from way out here. Out there just outside the highway out front of the Chireno High School. Underneath the Shaw. Oh, nice dish from Shaw to Johnson, but it won't go. Barnes trying to fight for the rebound, and and it looked like Johnson come down there with it, but he landed on the line. Nice play there by Johnson, but he landed on the line there to turn it over back to the Dragons. Dragons lead it 17-11. 4:04 to go here in the first half. Geechee drop it off here to Doggett to the left side. Doggett, middle lane. John has it partially blocked by Johnson. Knocks it out of bounds. And into the ball game, number 14, Higginbotham is going to check in for Shaw for Coach Hooper. Shaw doing a good job in there for the Owls. 3:54 to go here till halftime. Inbound to Doggett. Doggett going to try to throw it up ahead here. And it goes off of Geechee's hands. Garner right there for the steal end of the dunk. Garner take it in for the monster dunk for the Owls. 17-13. Dragons back up the floor here. Barnes hangs on to it here. Almost got away from him. Barnes, 4-3 from the right wing. DJ Barnes going to answer right back there from the three-point line. 11 points for DJ in the ball game. Up by 7 now are the Dragons. So we get down 3:15 to go. Garner across the timeline here in the first half. Johnson, Higginbotham. Now Sanford working against Geechee Mathis. Sanford kicking it back out here to Garner. Garner working over to the right side. Higginbotham top of the key. Bounce pass inside. Ball's loose as Mathis and Johnson fighting for it. Coming out with it. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Chireno. Possession arrow with the Owls. White basketball is what I was thinking there too there, but now they got it right. Right at 3 minutes to go on the inbound here. Okay, now they finally figured out where they're going to bring it in. On the inbound, Sanford gets it in the backcourt. Back across the timeline. Back down here in the corner, Higginbotham. Back out to Garner. Garner directing on the right side. Nice dish there to Johnson, but DJ Barnes said, no, get that out of my house, blocked. And Barnes comes out there with it. Get up ahead here, Geechee Mathis for 3. It will not go, rattles in and out. Rebound by Johnson, 2.5 to go. Here come the Owls back up the floor, trying to close this 7-point lead that the Dragons have put up here. Johnson out here on top. Oh, nice little give and go there from Garner to Johnson. Johnson, beautiful dime there from Garner. 5-point ball game. So we get close to 2 minutes to go. Barnes across the timeline with 2:05 to play in the half. DJ driving, kicking it all the way over to the left side. Doggett gets kind of hung up in there. That's going to be a walk. And good job on the defense there by Johnson. As Doggett was wanting to foul, but Johnson got in his way, caused him to walk, and it's a turnover back to the Owls where they have a chance to cut into this 5-point lead here with 1:50 to go until halftime. Up ahead, Higginbotham for 3. It will not go. And a rebound there by Geechee. And Geechee will push up the floor here for the Dragons, looking for a bucket. They haven't had one in a little while. 8 points in the quarter for both teams. 1.5 minutes to go. Till halftime in this big district matchup here. DJ for 3. It will not go. Long rebound here by Murray. Gives it up here to John. John on the right wing. John driving. Kicking it back out here to Doggett. Now back to Barnes at the half-court line and set it back up. John in the lane. John puts up the floater. Hoop in the harbor. John Mathis. 5 points for John. And he'll go to the line for a 3-point play. John steps to the line here with 1:06. Trying to make it an 8-point lead here for the Dragons. And can't get it to go. Rebound by Higginbotham. Gives it up here to Garner. And Garner will bring it across the timeline for the Owls. Down by 7. We get down to a minute. Johnson here to the right side. Nice job. Oh, off the hands there of Johnson. But a good job by Johnson to save it. Back out here to Garner. Got Johnson 22 and Johnson number 3. Oh, beautiful pass up underneath there for Sanford. Sanford turnaround jumper. He's going to be fouled by John. He had him underneath there at first, but Sanford wasn't quite ready for the shot. So he stepped out there a little bit in. He gets the foul from John. And Sanford goes to the line for the first time tonight here for the Owls with 43.1 to go. Sanford goes to the line there. Second foul here on the Dragons. Off the mark for Sanford. So one more here for Sanford on the way. Back at iron, no good. Rebound comes out here by John. Knocked away by Higginbotham, but John Mathis saves it. And the Dragons, but I know the Dragons with 35 seconds left. DJ Barnes will go to that far corner and he'll sit over there and hold the ball for one shot. And they'll move it around here on the corners. And now as you see right here, Geechee will have Gardner on him. Get close enough to start the count maybe. 17 seconds. They'll get it down to about 8 seconds on the clock before they really start to play. 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Geechee. 3 ball for John. That's going to be a charge on Geechee Mathis. With 6.6 to go into the quarter. So a charge on Geechee. And going to be Garner throwing up ahead here. Higginbotham across the timeline. 3 on the way. And it will not go. And that's the way the half will end, as the Dragons will have a 22-15 lead over the Chireno Owls here at halftime in the Chireno this evening. Hope everyone's having a great night so far. It is halftime, and it is brought to us by the good folks at the Farmers State Bank. I want to remind everyone, too, it is still a little bit chilly out there as we're going to be warming up a little bit more. I think last night was the coldest night that we're going to be having. But remind everyone, too, to please take care of your pets. Don't leave them outside, your plants, all that other kind of stuff, too. Take care of your animals. And anytime you have the opportunity to help out with your local animal shelters, whether it be Panola County, St. Augustine County, or even Shelby County, please do so when you have that opportunity. Halftime brought to you by the good folks at Farmers State Bank.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. If elegance is on your shopping list, then the place to go is Lasting Impressions. You find them between Tenhaw Highway and Highway 96 on Foster Street. Bath and body for him and her, jewelry, and the very finest in home decor. Perfect for showers, perfect for yourself, because you deserve the best. The team at Lasting Impressions backs the Dragons and Lady Dragons.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
And we are back here. It is halftime. It is a 22-15 lead here for the Shelbyville Dragons. It was 12-7 at the end of the first quarter with the Dragons having the lead. For the Chireno Owls, they are 0 for 5 at the three-point line. They are 1 of 8 at the charity stripe so far on the night. Their leading scorer is Garner. He's got 5 points in the ball game. Sanford has 4. Johnson, number 3, has 2. And Johnson, number 22, has 2, as well as Shaw has 2 into the ball game as well for the Chireno Owls. For the Shelbyville Dragons, they are 4 of 12 at the three-point line, 2 of 3 at the charity stripe. DJ Barnes leading scorer, both sides, with 11 points in the ball game. John Mathis has 5. Geechee and Tanner Doggett both with 3 points apiece here in this first half for the Shelbyville Dragons. Big win here for the Chireno Lady Owls as they get the win to start the evening here in Chireno tonight as we get ready to go for Friday night. Excuse me, folks. And Friday night, I think I'm going to be in center. I had another opportunity to do something, but something has come up here. So I'm going to be at center with Shires and Wallington for the big game there for that one. Then coming up next week, looks like we're going to be in Timpson on the 28th. On the 28th is Timpson and Wascom. And then on the 2nd, February the 4th, San Augustine and Shelbyville to wrap up the regular season there for the Gals. Also another game in there on the 31st where we're going to be checking that out as well. But getting close to the end of the regular season here and also getting close to the start of the baseball softball season for a lot of these teams into the area as well. So I'm going to be working on putting together some baseball softball schedules coming up here before too long too. So we'll be kicking some of those here at the Piney Woods game of the week. Right now it is halftime. 22-15 Shelbyville Dragons over the Chireno Owls. And we'll be right back for the second half coming up here on a Net SN.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. It's Piney Woods Sports on NetSN. Tonight, the Piney Woods Game of the Week. The Shelbyville Dragons visit the Chireno Owls.
All righty, folks, back here ready to go to the third quarter. We got little ones all over the floor. Oh, yeah, fans coming on the floor, taking on down the goals and everything. All right, so ready to go here in Chireno for the third quarter. As a 22-15 lead here for Shelbyville Dragons, it will be DJ Barnes, Geechee, John, Tanner Doggett, and Dolly Murray on the floor here for the Dragons. It will be Garner, Sanford, Higginbotham, Zahn, and Johnson to start here for Coach Hooper and the Owls for the third. Here we go. Thanks for joining us wherever you are this evening on your Wednesday nights. Make up the game from yesterday. Should be back to regular schedule on Friday night. I don't think there's going to be anything else, at least I've seen in the next week or so, as far as the weather goes, to keep us from having to move any games around. All right, so here we go. Barnes with the basketball. Going to take it here to the left side. Kick it down here to John throwing it back out. Oh, working against Garner. John down the corner. He's going to get to double team. Looking for some help. Now finds Barnes. He gets the double team. Good job here on the defense. Almost a steal by Johnson. John, or Geechee going to throw it down here to Tanner. Tanner Doggett is going to throw up the three. It will not go. Rebound comes out by Barnes. Barnes puts up there. Garner says, get that out of my house. And it comes out here for the Owls and goes into the hands of Sanford. Sanford bringing it back up across the timeline. Minute gone here into the third. Throwing it up ahead. Back out now. Higginbotham going in there, finding Garner, top of the key. Going to find a nice job by Zahn. Trading the play, can't get it to go though. Just off the mark here. The Owls have had some really good shots and great plays, but they've just been just a little touch off the mark here tonight on a couple of their shots. Here's Geechee across the timeline here for the Dragons. Geechee stopping and popping, can't get it off the glass. Higginbotham with a good rebound, boxing out. And he'll give it back here to the Owls as both teams looking for their first score here in the third quarter. Up ahead now, Johnson. Back out to Garner. Up and up ahead here. Higginbotham working against Murray. Good defense there by Dowdy. Good play by Higginbotham with a nice little spin move. Can't get it to fall though. And here comes Barnes back up the floor now for the Dragons. Barnes to the right side of the lane. Throws it out too high for Tanner Doggett. Three on the way. Oh, no, it won't go down. Three on the way from the crowd, but it's no good. Ready to bring it in now. It is going to be Garner. Garner brings it in. Throws it in here. Now I'm going to find Sanford. Sanford back across the line. Here comes Garner. 6 minutes to play in the third. And 2 minutes gone here into this quarter. Neither team with a bucket yet. Higginbotham. And a couple good shots here by the Owls. They just haven't fallen. And the Dragons just need to get a better shot selection here. They've had a couple that just kind of not looked so good so far. Garner. Johnson. Back to Garner. Taking it now back over to Johnson to the left side. Johnson trying to drive along the baseline. Barnes shuts that down. Barnes knocks it away into the crowd, out of bounds. And what I love to see, good sportsmanship there. Man hits the floor and helping him up. So 5.5 to play here into the quarter. On the inbound, going to get it in here now to Higginbotham. Throws it back across here, Sanford. Stopping and popping. Sanford can't get it to go. Murray right there for the rebound. He'll drop it off here to Geechee. Geechee will bring it across the timeline here for the Dragons with 5:15 to play. Into the third quarter. Looking for that first score of the quarter here. That's going to be a foul on Garner. Good job there by Geechee. Getting a little bit of that contact in there. First foul. Out of bounds play. Long inbound comes in here to Doggett. Doggett will get it back out here to Geechee. Geechee. Across the timeline, working against Garner. Geechee, nice job. Took it back over, finding John. John driving the lane, drop it out to Dally Murray. Nice dime by John to Dallas Murray. And Dally gets the first points of the ball of the second half for the Dragons. Garner across the line here for the Owls with 4:40 to play in the third. Quick moving game here. Tonight so far. The Gals game didn't take that long either. Garner going to launch a three. Can't get it to go, but nice rebound there by Higginbotham to save it for the Owls. They're 0 for 6. Oh, they're trying to get it to Garner up underneath, but still saved by Higginbotham. I think that the net might have saved that one from going out of bounds, slowed down the pass a little bit. Give it to Garner, working underneath here. Garner gets the double team by Geechee and Barnes. Bounce pass. Tried to get Sanford going along the baseline, but Sanford didn't go all the way and fully commit. So the pass goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover to the Dragons. And with 4 minutes to play in the third, Geechee brings it across the timeline. Stopping and popping inside the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Trying to reach down his own rebound. Can't get it. Johnson does. Johnson to Johnson. And now to Sanford. Sanford across the line here for the Owls with a chance to close into this 9-point lead here with 3:40 to go. Garner kicking it back out here to Johnson to the right side. Johnson, nice little ride around in the lane. Nice job there. But Johnson can't get it to go. Sanford with the rebound, but it won't go. That's 2 shots right there again for the Owls. They're just not going down for them. Unfortunate for Chireno. 3 ball for John. Will not go. Rebound here by Higginbotham. 3:20 to play into the quarter. And only 1 bucket by the Dragons for either team into this quarter. As we get down to 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes gone. Kick it back out here to Garner. That's going to be an offensive foul there. That's going to be on Sanford. Standing in there to take it is John Mathis, so it's a turnover. Second foul on the Chireno. Owls here into the quarter. Dragon basketball up by 9, trying to make it even more for 9 is their biggest lead so far. Can make it 11 or more here. John in the corner. Going all the way back across. Doggett. Garner almost gets a steal. Barnes has it knocked away. Good job there by Sanford, but Barnes is able to recollect it. Barnes in the lane. Barnes puts up the shot, won't go. Murray with the rebound. Gets knocked away. And here comes Sanford for the Owls, pushing up along the right side. Ball gets taken away by John. Knocked away by Garner. Out of bounds. Dragon basketball. So the Dragons have the inbound here. 2.5 to go. Barnes will bring it across the timeline with 2:25 to play in the third. Barnes. Somebody got knocked down there. Geechee on the floor. It's like Garner might have picked up a third foul for the Owls right here. So DJ on the inbound. 2:10 to play in the third quarter. 24-15. All defense this quarter. Barnes, John in the corner for 3. John Mathis spitting Dragon fire in the corner for 3. Has a big 3 there for the Dragons as they now made it up by 12. And we got a timeout on the floor. So we'll take one with them with 2 minutes to go in the third. 27-15, the Dragons with the lead here on a Net SN.
Joaquin Tire in Joaquin, Texas. Family owned and operated with new and used tires, general mechanics, and road services. Jesse and his team is proud to serve the community with car, truck, and commercial mag vehicle tires. They're located in Joaquin at the 84 and Highway 7 split. Call the shop today to make an appointment at 936-269-9516. That's 936-269-9516. Joaquin Tire is a proud sponsor of Game of the Week. Stop in and see them today for all of your new and used tire needs.
Alrighty, we're back here after the timeout. Wasn't quite sure if that was a minute or a 30-second, but we got help from the crowd. Thank you. 2 minutes to go. Owls have the basketball. Excuse me. Sanford will get the inbound here from Garner. He'll bring it across the timeline. And the Dragons back on defense. Dragons scored 5 here. That was blocked under the 3-ball attempt there by Johnson. As Geechee, John got a hand on that one, knocking it away. And the Dragons have scored 5-0 here in this quarter for the Owls. Garner on the inbound, Shaw in the ballgame. Going to throw it back out here. Johnson going to line up for 3 from the corner. That's short for the Owls. Back to Johnson on the rebound. Getting it back out here to Sanford over to the left side. Bucket have to go here in the third. Higginbotham at the free throw line. Underneath to Shaw. Shaw gets triple teamed. Now kicking it back out to Johnson. Bounce pass into Higginbotham here to the right side. Into Shaw. Shaw puts up and it rolls out. Murray kicks it into the hands here of Barnes. And here come the Dragons with 1:15 to play in the third. Barnes comes across the timeline. And those 4 corners in here. Up by 12. Getting close to a minute to go in the third. A nice job there by Barnes. Get under a minute to go. Barnes in the lane. Oh, nice. Barnes partially blocked by Shaw. Barnes on the floor. All ball there, says the ref. Sanford throws it up ahead here. Now Garner. Garner finds Shaw in the lane. Shaw, nice pass there to Higginbotham. Can't finish. Higginbotham gets his own rebound and puts it back. Nice play, Higginbotham. That's a great play to stay with it for Higginbotham. 30 seconds to go as Geechee comes across the timeline for the Dragons. Working against Gardner. Geechee in the lane. That can't really be a walk as the ball went off of Shaw. It came back to him, so therefore you can't really call the walk on that. But they do call the walk, and it's a turnover back to Chireno. And I don't think that one should have been called quite that way. All right, so Gardner will get it here with 20 seconds to go across the timeline here into the third. That's a 10-point lead for the Dragons as the Owls are trying to close the gap a little bit. Higginbotham, long range 2. Gets it down to 8. 8 seconds to go. Here comes Geechee in the lane. 5 seconds to go. Geechee throwing it back out. John for 3. Will not go. And at the end of the quarter, it will be 27-19. The Dragons with the lead. We'll be right back here, ready to go for the fourth quarter. It's coming up here on a NetSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods. Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
All righty, folks, back here ready to go for the fourth quarter as the Dragons right now lead it by score 27-19. Fourth quarter on the way here, and it is Chireno basketball. They'll have it. Gardner bringing it up the floor here. Trying to work it down inside, get a bucket here. Both teams took a long time to get a bucket in that third quarter. Here's Murray trying to fight for that rebound, throws it out, and finds Doggett. Doggett throws it up ahead. Geechee down here in the corner. I'll throw it back out here, and the Dragons will set it back up here as Barnes takes some time off the clock. 7.5 to play in the ball game. Up by 8 are the Dragons. Chireno had a chance to get it a little bit closer toward the end of that third quarter, but couldn't hit a couple of shots there. See if they can do that here into the fourth. But you know the Dragons are going to try to play keep away as much as possible here into the fourth quarter. Stretch it out here, take some time off the clock. Geechee working against Shaw out on top. Now they'll switch off and be Gardner on the Geechee. Geechee in the lane, putting up the floater. Geechee Mathis, 5 points in the ball game, a little floater in the lane. Up ahead now comes Gardner. Gardner, he'll take it in the lane. He'll be fouled on the way, and that's going to be against Barnes. DJ's going to get his foul. I think it's only the second one on DJ. First one of the quarter here. But that will put Gardner at the line. Gardner at the line, though. Gardner 1 for 6 tonight at the line. So these are very important free throws right here. Gardner really needs to hit these free throws here for the Owls as they're down by 10. Trying to keep it close here in this fourth quarter. There you go, knocking it down. Chance to make it 8 here if we knock down the back half. A little bit short right there on that one. Rebound coming out by DJ. DJ gets it up ahead here now. Geechee right here in front of us. 6:40 to go. Working here. And that was going to get off Geechee's hand. And Higginbotham, good defense. That just got off of Geechee's hand and out of bounds. So 6.5 to go. The Dragons will turn it over. Another opportunity here for the Owls to cut into the lead. They've had a couple times of that tonight, but just haven't been able to get it done. See if they can do that here late into this ball game with 6:25 to play. Johnson gives it up here to Gardner. Gardner and to Higginbotham. Higginbotham. I got here Gardner out on top. Gardner trying to get a screen there. Gardner dropping it off underneath there. The Shaw goes out of bounds. Going to say out of bounds on the Dragons. Going to give it back to. The Owls underneath. Shaw on the inbound, can't get it to go. Trying to tip it in there is Higginbotham, but it won't go. Geechee gets the rebound. Back up the floor now come the Dragons. As they're looking to slow it down. Under 6 to play. So Barnes brings it up the floor here. Hopping off here now to Doggett. Tanner. Left side, back over to the right side now. Finds John. Geechee. Looking against Garner. Geechee back out here now to Barnes down here in the corner. My adjustment got off a little bit here on my camera. Sorry about that. Barnes going to kick it back down here to Geechee. Geechee goes around the defense. High off the glass. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Back out now here to Doggett. Back to Geechee. Thought about the 3. Got Shaw in there. Geechee. Mouse pass. Trying to find Murray. Out of bounds. And the Dragons turn it over. 5:11 to go. We got a 30-second timeout by Coach Hooper. So we'll take one with him. We'll be right back here on a Net SN.
If elegance is on your shopping list, then the place to go is Lasting Impressions. You find them between Tenhaw Highway and Highway 96 on Foster Street. Bath and body for him and her, jewelry, and the very finest in home decor. Perfect for showers, perfect for yourself, because you deserve the best. The team at Lasting Impressions backs the Dragons and Lady Dragons. It's Pineywood Sports on NetSN. Tonight, the Pineywood's Game of the Week. The Shelbyville Dragons visit the Chireno Owls.
Alrighty, folks, it's 5:11 left to play in this basketball game. It's 29-20. Shelbyville Dragons with the lead over the Chireno Owls here this Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday evening, I should say now, as we've gone over the 6 o'clock hour. And it will be Owls basketball here onto the far end. Garner on the inbound. He'll get it, and he'll bring it across the timeline here now for the Owls of Chireno. Drop it off underneath here to Shaw. Shaw back out to Garner. Garner into the lane. Garner puts up the shot off the back of the iron. Can't get it go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it right back up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Garner headed to the line here for the Owls to pick up a couple here at the free throw line. 1 of 2 his last time at the line. And off the front of the rim this time. Back half on the way from Garner. Can't get it to go. Shaw gets the rebound and puts it right back. Nice job there by Shaw. Finding the rebound and put it back, getting his team to within 7. Here comes Doggett up the floor here for the Dragons. Back out now to Barnes. Barnes going to have Sanford on him. 4:40 to go. 7-point lead here for the Dragons. Barnes in the lane up against Shaw. Shaw gets a piece of it. Shaw steals it away. No call underneath. And Shaw gives it back here to the Owls with 4.5 to go. Shaw at the free throw line. Going to get it to Higginbotham. Higginbotham working against Barnes. Higginbotham puts up the shot. Won't go. Tanner Doggett skies for the rebound. Comes down there with it. Gives it up here now. And it's Geechee bringing it up the floor here. And that's going to be Garner. Oh, they're going to call that on Geechee. Come on, ref. I don't know about that one right there. I got to say, you grabbed him and pulled him around. All right, that one gets away from him inside. 4 minutes to go. Higginbotham throws up the shot. Oh, it almost goes down for him. But Murray gets the rebound. Here come the Dragons. We get under 4. Up by 7. And they're needing a bucket right here. Barnes. Bounce pass into Dallas. Dallas. Oh, and it rolls out. It is just going in and out for both teams here tonight. Sanford across the line here. Ball gets tipped into the hands of Garner. Garner trying to drive, puts up the shot off the glass. Won't go, gets his own rebound. Hooping the heart for Garner. As he got his own rebound, he puts the shot right back up and it goes down, and he'll hit to the line for a 3-point chance here to get it to within 5, or within 4, if he can knock it down. Wow, what a play there by Garner. So Garner stepping up here for a chance at 3-point play to cut the lead to within 4. Can't get it done. Rebound by John John. John John pushed up a 3.5 to play. Up by 5 are the Dragons. 7 points in this second half by the Dragons so far. 5 points into the third. Only 2 here in the fourth so far. Nice job, John John. Taking it to Geechee. Taking it to the rack and scores. That's a nice play there by Geechee. 3 minutes to go. Garner across the timeline. Throwing up underneath here to Shaw. Shaw kicking it back out. Sanford for 3. It will not go here for the Owls. Rebound by Johnson. Throwing it up underneath there. Goes off of Shaw's hands. Out of bounds to the Dragons. So 2:50 to play here. The Dragons will get it back. Back up by 7 are the Dragons. Ready to go. Throwing it in here. Here's Barnes. He gets the inbound. Barnes throws it up ahead here. Going to find John John. John John over to the right side. 2:40 to play. John John driving down inside, high off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Big rebound by Sanford for the Owls. And Sanford pushes it back up, and he'll hold on to it here. Kicking it back across. Garner for 3 from the right wing. Will not go. Rebound. Dragons. That's John John. Bringing it up the floor. Give it back here to Geechee. Geechee. We'll get it down to 2:15. And up by 7. Geechee in the lane. Geechee with the scoop shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it right back up. Had to get some room from Shaw. And does. And Geechee 6 points in the quarter. Give the Dragons a 9-point lead with 2:07 to go. So we got a timeout on the floor. So we'll take one with them. 2:07 left to play here. And we'll be right back here on NetSN. Alrighty, folks, back here ready to go. 2:07 to go, and it's back up to a 9-point lead here for the Dragons as they were stalling a little bit. Only 5 points in that second quarter for the third quarter for the Dragons, but they only allowed 4, which is good. They scored 6 so far here in the quarter, all by Geechee Mathis. And now up by 9 with 2 minutes to go. Garner comes across the timeline for the Owls. Sanford over to the left side. The Dragons tighten up the defense. Sanford driving, stopping and popping outside the lane. Nice job there by Sanford. 6 points in the game for Sanford. Back to a 7-point lead here. Putting on the pressure are the Owls. Barnes goes around Johnson. Bounce pass up ahead here to Murray. All the way back across down to Geechee. Back to DJ. DJ down in the corner. Tanner Doggett. Doggett. Back to DJ. Bucket to have to play in the ball game. Barnes kicks it down to Doggett in the corner once again. Throwing it all the way back across. John John. John John in the lane, gets the shot. Nice job, John John, with a nice little soft touch. Gets it to fall home. Back to 9 points with 1:15 to go. Higginbotham in the lane. Throwing it back outside. Johnson for 3. It will not go. Garner can't get the rebound. Stays with the Owls. All right, so on the inbound here for Chireno, they'll get it in here to Johnson down in the corner. Dog it all over him with about a minute to go. Higginbotham at the free throw line. 1 minute to play. We're going to get a walk on Higginbotham. So exactly 1 minute to go here. Dragons will get it back. All right, here we go. Geechee going to throw it up here now to John. Getting under a minute to go. 55 seconds. Dragons got to come out here with a victory here tonight. Bounce pass underneath here to Murray. Murray going to throw it back out here to Barnes. DJ. Send it back across now. Going to find Geechee. Geechee back out here. Sanford. Finally going to get a reach-in call there. That's actually only the first foul here on Chireno. Oh, we're going to get a timeout is what we're going to get. Okay, I thought there was a foul. That's actually going to be the only first timeout here on Chireno. So we got a 30-second timeout. We're going to leave it right here, folks. All right. Coming up on Friday, and we've got a lot of basketball action up and down the Piney Woods area coming up here on Friday. So I'll be ready for that. I'll be in center with the guys. They cover Madisonville. Then next Tuesday, we'll be in Timpson. Wascom and Timpson going to hook it up over there. And then just a couple more games left before the end of the regular season for the gals. And then we'll get some gals playoff time here. And going to be following Chireno, St. Augustine, Shelbyville, all the teams in the area here. So stay with us here on NetSN as we're getting bigger and bigger. More teams coming up and a lot of baseball, softball action to come as we hit the springtime. 36.5 to play in the ball game. Dragons up 35-26 here over Chireno. And looking to get the win here as Barnes will have it into the backcourt. And looking to take some time off, but still got to get it back across the timeline here as Barnes. I'm going to get another timeout here, and this is going to be a timeout by Shelbyville. So just take some time off the clock. 26 seconds left to go. So another quick timeout. So we'll take another quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on NetSN.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tennehaw in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Back here for the final 26 seconds of the ball game. Dragons up 35-26 here over Chireno. And it looks like the Dragons are going to get out of here with a victory as Barnes pushed up the floor here. That's a reach in there from Sanford. And that is the first foul here on the Chireno Owls into the quarter. So only one foul, 16 seconds to go on the inbound here. Going to get Garner's going to steal it away on that far end. Garner going to try to take it in here and lose the handle on it. Into the lane. Somebody blocked that shot. It got away, and we're going to get something over there. I didn't see a. Got an official stoppage of play. Official stopped the clock with 11.2 go. I didn't see exactly why, but okay. Oh. Okay, so on the inbound here, 11.2 to go here, and the officials are trying to figure out why the stoppage as well as myself, trying to figure out whose ball it is. And he said, I guess he said an inverted missile, and it's going to go back to the Dragons. Only thing I can think of here, folks, not quite sure. So the 11.2 to go, even Coach Hooper's wondering exactly what's going on. So on the long inbound, going to get it in here to Doggett. We'll bring it in here now, and they'll waste the clock off here. 6 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it here. It will be a 35-26 victory for the Dragons. They'll stay atop of the district here in the season. So a 35-26 win here for the Dragons. We'll be right back. Aurora Concepts post-game show on the way, folks, here on NetSN.
Aurora Concepts Primary Care Center, and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in the center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Alrighty, folks, back here as we wrap it up as the Shelbyville Dragons win it 35-26 over the Chireno Owls here this afternoon on a big district win here for the Dragons as they get the victory here. Aurora Contest post-game show as they get your post-game wrap up here as Shelbyville Dragons went 5 of 16 at the three-point line. They went 2 of 3 at the charity stripe. DJ Barnes with 11. John Mathis had 10. Geechee had 9. 3 for Doggett and 2 for Murray on the screen there for the Dragons. 2 of 13 at the at the charity stripe. 0 for 10 at the three-point line for the Owls here tonight. They had 6 points for Sanford, 2 for Johnson, 8 for Garner, 4 for Higginbotham, 2 for Johnson, and 4 for Shaw was the scoring for the Chireno Owls here in this ball game for the guys. So for our player of the game, I think I'm going to give it to Geechee Mathis. Geechee Mathis with a big fourth quarter there. Getting the Dragons really going there. We got 6 points in that fourth quarter. So our Dairy Queen player of the game going to go to Geechee Mathis here this afternoon as the Dragons get the win here in Chireno here tonight. So coming up next, more basketball action on the way. Got a few more weeks left to go here in the regular season, folks. Already getting some good stuff going for the softball and baseball action as well. So those are going to be coming up here before too long too, folks. So get ready for that. Soccer coming up in there too. So a lot of action coming up as we start to warm up a little bit as we get to this cold spell right here. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here from Chireno. Your Aurora Contest post-game show going to wrap it up here. As our Dairy Queen player of the game is going to be Geechee Mathis, as he is our Dairy Queen player of the game. So big thank you to the good folks here in Chireno, making us feel comfortable, getting us all taken care of. But we're going to wrap it up here tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and thank you wherever you are here tonight for joining us, wherever you are. We'll see you next time for more here on the Net SN. Have a great night, everybody. We gone. Bye.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.